People have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Never got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally.
A new world order. These allegations are false. Weapons of mass destruction.
The USA Patriot Act.
The blueprint for large corporations.
We once were, we are no longer a Christian nation.
Donald Trump confirmed that he is considering a run in 2016.
I almost cried a little bit. Almost a tear came. Whoever made this video is a rock star. Video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Make sure you get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. The biggest thing I want you to do is hit the like button. Whether you like it or not, just hit the like button. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who made this video. This is a pretty cool campaign video. Like, I literally almost teared a little bit. And Nick was watching me, so that's why I didn't. If I was watching this by myself, maybe I'd have just little patriotic tear would have came streaming down. Roll the clip.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump. At least I will go down as a president.
And I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Never got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally.
A new world order. These allegations are false. Weapons of mass destruction.
The USA Patriot Act.
The blueprint for large corporations.
We once were, we are no longer a Christian nation.
Donald Trump confirmed that he is considering a run in 2016.
Do it.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
He will never be President of the United States.
Donald Trump will never be elected President of the United States.
As people are watching these results come in,
we are going to make this decision now. Donald Trump will be the 45th President of the United States.
Does it ever seem to you that President Trump has done more than any president in modern history?
And in the 10 years I've been involved in politics, I've never seen an administration hit the ground running like this.
I could spend the rest of the hour laying out the accomplishments under the Trump presidency, despite everything thrown at him.
The market just had its 12th straight record close.
Taking action to save as many kids as they can.
We were energy independent under the Trump administration.
More Americans reported being employed than ever before.
Those who have served our country in the military to get access to mental health care.
The Great American Outdoors Act is the largest single piece of legislation to support our national parks and public lands.
Created more than 7 million good-paying jobs.
Websites can be held liable in court for having sex trafficking content.
The Abraham Accords, which for any other president would have been multiple peace prizes.
America did not enter into a foreign war.
The employment rate in the U.S. fell to 3.5%.
The First Step Act eases federal sentencing for nonviolent offenders.
Increased funding for historically black colleges and universities.
Allows terminally ill patients easier access to experimental drugs.
Kept the inflation rate low.
Honored with the Bipartisan Justice Award.
Had a massive MS-13 gang problem. 3.9% is the unemployment rate. Requiring airports to provide lactation rooms for breastfeeding mothers.
Middle class family income increased nearly $6,000.
A dramatic escalation in his crackdown on illegal immigration.
An advocate for educational choice.
Tariffs on Mexico and Canada.
An act preventing animal cruelty and torture.
Taking out Baghdadi, the head of ISIS, Soleimani, the Iranian general.
Save Our Seas Act commitment to environmental issues.
We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Community development in low-income urban and rural communities.
Help us to remember the importance of fighting off tyranny.
Pulling out of UNESCO, the World Health Organization, the Paris Climate Accords, reassessing NATO and the United Nations.
Stood up for Christianity and the Constitution more than any president in American modern history.
We are stopping the attacks on Judeo-Christian values. Do you miss me yet?
Now, if you don't vote with Donald Trump after watching that video, you are insane. They need to put you in a house, a home somewhere, so they can check on your mind, because you're crazy. Donald Trump did an amazing job, and people have amnesia. That's the word I couldn't think about earlier. Amnesia. They tend to forget that Donald Trump did a tremendous job. All of the accomplishments, all of the accolades that they should have been touting because they love this country. But they hate America, so they act as if he never did it. They don't want to report that he did it. They want us to think that he was the terrible president while they 401k blew up and exploded and broke records. But they hate him so much, they'll lie to you about who's the best candidate. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden had an opportunity. They squandered the opportunity because they were not qualified to begin with. That man sat in his basement, did no campaigning, and sat in the Oval Office and did nothing for America. Kamala Harris, on her knees, was selected to be VP, did nothing for America. And they have the gall to say, when I'm in office, I'm going to do. When I get elected, I'm going to do. Listen, woman, I want to call her B, but I'm not going to do it. You are in office right now. You are still, you still in office. You are the VP. Y'all can't do, you don't get to just quit the election because it's an election season. I mean, you don't get to quit the campaign or your administration because it's an election year. Y'all still supposed to be doing work for the American people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this when you in office right now. Was a senator, did nothing. Anybody that like Kamala, name something that she did, a policy that you agree with. They have no effing idea. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get our sugar honey iced tea in line. And we need to go out and vote. We need to encourage other people to register to vote and to vote the right way. Because this is one of the last opportunities we will have to save this country. If that video don't inspire you, then you're in the wrong place. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.